So, Senthil, in your case, the Demartini method helped you go from resenting your boss to feeling love and gratitude towards your
Absolutely.
boss.
Yes, how he served in my life. Yeah.
Nice. So you've been to many of Dr. John Demartini's seminars, what he calls the breakthrough seminars, and
Yes.
have you also had other experiences with some of the clients you worked with wherein you also had some breakthroughs as regards
Yeah.
how they were able to dissolve resentments into love and gratitude? Can you share,
Absolutely.
can you share with us one or two stories on that?
Sure. So yeah, I've worked. I facilitated in about four breakthroughs so far. Okay, which one should I take? Okay, I'll take this example. There was this lady. She was married for a very short while, and then she got divorced. And she got divorced 22 years back. She was somewhere in the mid 50s,
Mm-hmm.
and she had her perception about her marriage was it was a terrible marriage. It was a bad marriage. She all she had was bad things about her marriage. She said my ex-husband was cruel. He was verbally abusive is the word she was using, but we broke it down to the actual characteristic traits of verbal criticism, discourteous language, disrespectful language, insulting, sometimes even physically beating her up, as well as the baby. So everything she could recollect of the 1.5 year marriage was hell, and she was living in the resentment of that for 22 years, and she had major illnesses which has come because of the lopsided perception. And she had illnesses like she had nervous breakdowns, she had migraines, and she had quite a bit of lopsided perceptions. Mr. Demartini calls it, Dr. Demartini calls it that ratios of perception. She was lopsided beyond the normal ratios, which intuition helps to balance. So we worked on this, and somewhere normally we started on a Saturday afternoon, working Saturday morning. Dr. Demartini will give about the theory part, and then we start working on the Demartini method. So as we started working, somewhere around 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, she wanted to just give up. She said, the moment it came where she had to own the traits she was resenting in her husband, her mind was becoming a blob. She said, "No, I'm not as bad as my husband. He's a terror. He's a devil. I'm not."
Mm-hmm.
That's when she was kind of having resistance to run away, but somehow got hold of her and helped her to just come out of the thought process and slowly helped her to keep moving. And then once she was moving gradually, she overcome that resistance and went on. Somewhere around 12 o'clock in the night, she broke through.
Wow. So from what time to what time?
We started somewhere around after lunch, maybe around 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the afternoon. We started,
12 midnight. Amazing.
and 12 midnight she broke through. A
Mhm.
baggage she has been carrying for more than 2 decades, 22 years of emotional baggage. And if you look at her, you can easily say that she is under depression because she looked really ill, with a lot of pain and grief. I won't say grief, a lot of depression and pain, emotional downsides. So after she finished this process, she broke even. Suddenly, it was like a new person emerged. She was vibrant, she was inspired. She was like she saw the whole how it served her, and she became what she was currently because of all the flip sides which she saw her husband did it to her. So she went and owned it up. She saw the benefits of it. She saw the benefits of what she did to others. And she also saw when her husband was the opposite, when her husband was not so bad and he was kind of, okay and nice and helping her. And if her husband has not done that, she would not have become the woman what she is right now. Independent, strong, unstoppable, resilient. She would have continued to be a more soft, vulnerable woman if her husband did not challenge her.
Wow. So imagine she carried that for 20, more than 20 years. And
22
then
years
22
and
years.
all kind of illnesses because of that. She hated the entire men in the world. She thought, I can't trust any man. And
Mhm.
she said she was so scared to get her daughter married to a man because she thought all men are devils. You know,
Mm-hmm.
after this, she changed her perspective. You know what she said, Senthil? I have conquered my anxiety and fear. Now I'm going to give myself permission to go and have a new life. And she was ready
Wow.
and find a new man and get married and have a new life.
Amazing. Amazing. Wow.
That was such a fulfilling moment.
Yes, imagine for 22 years versus 10 hours of really sitting down and being patient with the Demartini method, and she was able to break through. And wow, I can only imagine the kind of life she'll be living from that day forward.
Absolutely. Totally new person. And
Mm-hmm.
after that, she was helping me to dissolve the other participants. I was working with 10 participants. So initially she wanted to run away, but after she dissolved, she was telling, okay, Sandra, whom can I help? You know? And we were so surprised to see that.